me for being so late. I will explain everything. It's all part of this reading. Cosmo wants to say hi. Cosmo? Cosy! You gonna say hi to everybody? Cosmo, say hello. Say hello because, hey, say hello. Say hello. Look. Look, Cosmo. Cosmo, look. Look at the camera. Say hello. Say hey, pretty boy. Say hey, pretty boy. Yeah, say hey. No, all is not well. All is not well. There's been some paranormal-ish going on in my house. I'll explain in just a second. The sound's good. Video quality good. Yes, Cosmo's doing well for the moment. He's fixing to be upset with me because I'm going to put him in his kennel. Oh, Lord. Okay, thank you, Kailash. Give me 2 seconds to put this bird up without getting bit. Come on, boy. It's time for you to go where you go best. You cannot be a part of the reading because you don't know how to behave. Alright. Okay. I am going to say that there's a chance that someone could end up in jail, okay? I left the house, and when I was on my way out the door, the internet wasn't working for my for my security system. Let me start out with a prayer. Holy Spirit, can you please lead, guide, and direct this reading and show me exactly what is going on here for whoever it is of us who need to see this for our highest and greatest good. Help us to see the truth and help us to decipher what is ours and what is not so that we can use what we can use and leave the rest for others. Help me to hear your voice. Help me to be a mouthpiece to speak on your behalf to the people who you have chosen to be here. Thank you for each and every one of them, and I pray many, many blessings over their lives so that they can be the highest versions of themselves throughout this day and this coming week. Thank you for your grace and your mercy and for helping me to get in my house. Thank you for this reading in advance. Okay. I left to go to the store. And when I left, I had plenty of time to get back and get the reading started. I was even going to fix my hair and do like a video where you could see my face so that I don't look like I just rolled out of bed. However, my internet was not working, and when I tried to reset it, it wouldn't reset. So I simply left. I closed the door. The store is 5 minutes from my house. My neighbors always keep an eye on my place for me. Before I left, I went to the back door and unlocked the deadbolt because anybody can get in if you don't lock the deadbolt. Well, I went to the store, and when I came back, my front door was locked. Not just my front door, the handle. And the handle has the key broke off in it. So there's no way I can get in the handle. And I haven't locked the handle since the key broke off. And when I left, I remember specifically thinking, don't lock this door because you may not be able to get back in. The internet is not working. So I went to the store and I came back, and when I walked up to the door, it would not open. It was as if the locks had been changed. So someone may have changed the locks on their doors so that somebody can no longer get in. They may have had their keys stolen because I haven't seen my keys in quite a while. And I kind of know when they disappeared. So I called the security company and I asked them if they could help me get the front door unlocked. At that point, I didn't realize that the handle was locked. So I went around back because I found a single key in the bottom of my purse, and I said, maybe, just maybe, this key will go to the back door. So I went around back and I tried to unlock the door unsuccessfully. I went back to the front yard waiting for the security company to call me. Oh my God, something just touched my leg and there's nothing under the table. Ugh. There's somebody in this house with me, and they are being very, very bad, like mischievous bad. So while I was waiting for the security company to get here, I went back around to the back door and turned the handle and the door open. So whereas I had locked the back door, it was unlocked. And where I had not locked the front door, it was locked. And I really feel that somebody may have changed a lot. They may have changed the locks. They may have changed the security code if you have an alarm system. And recently my phone has not been giving me notifications when someone pulls up in my yard, and it always has. So I don't know if that last update that we had caused that or whatever, but I did order an iPhone yesterday, and my iPhone should be arriving soon. I have an iPhone for work, and I've had no luck with Android earbuds. They make my ears hurt, and those iPod buds are just spectacular. So I'm going to make a transition over to an iPhone. So you also may have to change your number. I'm not changing my number, but for somebody, they could be having to get a new phone and change their number, and you may have to just completely redo everything. Somebody has changed their locks, their security system, and it's because there's someone in their life that they no longer want in their house. Now, whether that be someone that you were in a romantic relationship with, a marriage, a child, a family member, a friend who you've had a falling out with, I don't know. But it's all part of the reading. All of it. Spirit, help me. Please, please help me. And you may have noticed, I know there's a lot of light coming through for some reason, and I haven't been able to figure out how to stop that from happening. But I will say I have redecorated. I've put all the cards away. The cards are all put away. So whatever I use, I'm going to have to figure out where they are. Anyway, I want to get started because I don't want to run a bunch of you off because I'm babbling. But I'm not babbling. This is all part of the reading. I'm feeling led to get letters and numbers first. And I do have a song for you. May Spirit give us some letters and numbers so we know what's going on here. Okay, you might be finding feathers. I just found a Cosmo feather in there. I find his feathers everywhere. I have the letter T, as in truth, or Tony, or Tina, or Tabitha, or whatever. I have the letter B, as in Bobby, or Boy, or Brandon, or Blythe, or Braxton. I have the letter S, as in Sam, or smart, or stupid, or whatever. This is Venus. I have Venus. I also have Gemini, which could be your Venus, right? Gemini is in this reading somewhere. I have the letter L, as in Larry, or Loretta, or Linda, or Lori, or whatever exotic name you might have from wherever you live. I have the letter W, as in weird, weird. I have the letter B again, so we have double B, as in Bobby, boy, baby, brother. And I also have the letter J, as in Joan, or John, or James, or Jones, or Jeremy. And then I have the number 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay? That's all I'm going to give you for right now. I'm not going to go any further with that. That's just to give you an idea. Oh, that turned over to a P, as in Paul, Paula, Priscilla, Pamela, Pantera, Porky Pig. I don't know. Okay, guys. Let's get started. The song that came through for this reading was Aaron Lewis again. Your name could be Aaron or Lewis. And you could be a fan of Stained or of Aaron Lewis. Could also be a patriot, because he's very much a patriot and a country boy. Alright, what was that song that I had by Stained Spirit? Let's see if we can find it. Again. I think it was called Again. The song that's on the screen is called Someone by Aaron Lewis. That could be significant also. Kailash is moderating. I'm not going to go with Someone. I'm going to go with Again, because that's the song that Spirit gave me originally. Let's see if I can find it. It's on the other phone, but I'm sure it's on this one too. I'll just search for it. Again, Aaron Lewis. Alright, it goes like this. I try when I look back, but I still feel numb. And I see in my shadow the man I've become. All the times that I've gone down the wrong roads in life. The wrong turns I've taken. The only ones I get right. I ain't one for folding the hand I've been dealt. All the games I've been playing, well, I forgot how it felt. To have the wind in my back and the sun on my face. The storm clouds behind me and I'm still in the race. I got my windows rolled down and the rain pouring in. Forgot what it feels like to feel good in my skin. 'Cause I'd give anything to feel anything again. In all the years chasing sad songs, it sure takes a toll on the ones you leave waiting when you're coming home. I'm faded and jaded and frayed at both ends, and just looking to get high with some help from my friends. With the wind in my back and the sun on my face, the storm clouds behind me and I'm still in the race. I got my windows rolled down and the rain's pouring in. Forgot what it feels like to feel good in my skin. I'd give anything to feel anything again. Again, With the wind in my back and the sun on my face. The good Lord above me trying to show me the way. I got my windows rolled down and the sun's pouring in. Forgot what it feels like to feel good in my skin. 'Cause I'd give anything to feel anything. I'd give anything to feel anything again. Well, I'd give anything to feel anything. So this is someone, it sounds like, has left. This is that Six of Swords type energy where they're moving away from a storm. It's still raining, but they got the windows rolled down and the wind and the rain are coming in, because this person is numb from all the mistakes that they've made, and they would give anything to feel anything again. Have you ever been numb? Have you ever felt like a fish out of water? Because I know for myself, after going through the Kundalini awakening and surviving the dark night of the soul that lasted for a long time, sometimes it will still flicker in my life. Once you've been through that dark night of the soul, the tragedies that you endure in your life are different. You handle them differently. You feel them differently. The intensity of the losses becomes almost too much to bear. And you do feel incredibly lonely because, for one thing, not very many people understand what you've been through. But when you go through an awakening spiritually, you change so much that the people around you don't understand the changes. And you don't know how to explain those changes to them. And so you just stop trying. And you feel very alone and like nobody gets you because they don't. And then you begin to wonder, what next? What happens next? Only to find out that you go back to your life. Somehow you have to force yourself back into a quote-unquote normal life. Now, some of us are called to do healing work, light work, but not a lot of us are called to do that. So a whole bunch of us have to go back. And I had a guy one time in a group. I was in a Kundalini Awakening group. And we were all at that place where we were doing, we were going through the most intense part of that transition, that transformation. And we were feeling the paranormal things, like waking up in the middle of the night with gel on your face and then finding out the next day a friend of yours had an ultrasound, and they were describing to me about how they put the gel on them, and I was like, I felt that last night and literally had to wipe the gel off my face. Having dreams where your mind takes over, and the dreams are, it's not even dreaming. Sometimes you're awake, and the tantric sex that occurs because your mind is really where lovemaking begins. Lovemaking is not physical, it's spiritual. And not very many of us know that, but the ones of us who have experienced tantric sex understand that your mind is in control. The orgasm comes from your mind. Your body has trigger points to trigger your mind, yes. But I assure you, you can have those trigger points triggered without ever touching yourself, without anyone else ever touching you. Unless you've experienced tantric sex, you do not understand. And I had that happen to me one time. While I was asleep, I got awakened by tantric sex. And it freaked me out. It freaked me out. Now, would I like to experience it again? Hell yeah. And if I ever find a mate, I will. And not only will I, so will they. Because it's much more intense than physical lovemaking. And it can last a lot longer. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but I think a lot of us are going through this awakening, whether it be Kundalini or just a spiritual awakening. And our minds are getting to the point where they're getting ready for the future. We're clearing out those old tapes that we're playing for so many years, and we're opening our mind to what's coming next, what the universe is preparing us for next. Okay, Spirit, what exactly is it that you're trying to say here? Because once again, I feel like I'm babbling. This person would give anything to feel anything again. And now that I'm back working a public job, I was blessed with I went through several jobs that I couldn't fit into because I had changed so much. And they weren't long-lived. I always set a goal for myself that I'm going to keep a job for at least a year. And when that year's up, if I'm still not happy, I start looking for another one. And so for the most part, those jobs I kept for a year. But I went through about 4 jobs after my husband's passing when I had no choice but to go back to work. And I continued to take care of Miss Mary. But Miss Mary's house, when I went back there on Friday night, it really dawned on me that her home gave me a safe haven to go through the spiritual awakening with someone around that understood, because Miss Mary is 106 and there's not a whole lot she hasn't at least seen, if not experienced. So I finally got this incredible job that I have now, and I'm trying so hard to fit in, but thankfully I work from home, so I don't have to see people. When I do meetings, they're Zoom, but we don't have to have our camera on. And so, once again, Spirit has placed me in a place where I can continue to be my weird-ass self and continue to go through the spiritual awakening that I'm going through. But it gets incredibly lonely. And I would give anything to feel anything again, because sometimes I feel like my feelings have been neglected, turned off, if you will. Because when I see red flags, I immediately shut down. Whereas used to, I would run headlong into them and see how much I could get from the relationship before it fell apart. And at the time, didn't even realize I was doing it or that it would fall apart. That was before I got married. After I got married, it was just me and my husband. And he's gone now, and I think 52 or 53. I can't remember exactly. I was born in 72. And it's scary to think about living the rest of my life alone. But do you know how hard it is to meet a man in the Bible Belt when you're a medium and a psychic and you do YouTube readings? I've only met a couple. And I probably scared the shit out of them because I was so sure that they were meant to be with me, and they weren't. So, yeah, again, I'm there. I'm right there. I'm at that place of again. I'm there. Alright, so I think I've channeled enough. I think we've got the gist, pardon me, of the situation. Let's pull some virtue. Spirit said no to start out with spiritual gifts today. We're going to do home life, work life, surprise, love life, our role, and the outcome. I kind of like that spread. I think it's a good spread to do for the beginning of the week. And I'll tell you what signs I see come out. Lost your mind and your third eye. Have you felt like you've lost your mind because of what's going on with your third eye? And you're being able to see things deeper than the average Joe. Your name could be Joe. A lot of people, when you see things differently. Like when the guy called from ADT, I said, look, I locked the back door and left the front door unlocked. I came home and the reverse was the case. And I would never lock that handle because the handle has a key broke off in it. And I said, it was either my husband or the spirit world letting me know it's time to find out why I don't have my keys. There's a reason why I need those keys. Alright, so pray that I find them, but I have a feeling they may have been stolen. Alright, Spirit, show me how you're working in our home lives, spiritually speaking, when it comes to our gifts. Of course, we have way more gifts than this deck could ever speak of. Whoa. Someone here is seeing their part and celebrating too much. You're mirroring someone. There's someone else in your life who parties too much. And you're looking at them and thinking, wow, man, at home. This is somebody at home. They party too much. And so do I. Like, I could have got pretty messed up with them last night. You know, and it's time for me to get my shit together. This partying, I need to get it together. The partying is not where it's at. Okay, so I see that someone, the mirror is you mirroring, and you are mirroring, But you're seeing your part in this mirroring. And what you're seeing is that the celebrating needs to come to an end. Okay? Alright, somehow travel could be involved. Alright, what about work life? Thank you for letting me know you're resonating. Holy cow. Again, you have an angel in your work life, and spirit is transforming butterflies, flowers, daisies. Somebody's name could be Daisy. Your dog's name could be Daisy. There's an angel with you transforming. I think you're the one that's doing the transforming. I think the angel is just there to give you a little encouragement. You remember I said you were probably finding feathers? This angel is probably losing feathers, because any winged creature does. Do angels look like beautiful women? I don't know. This could actually be someone in your life who is an angel. I was telling my daughter the other day that in the Bible it says that God forbid the angels to have sex with the women. There were fallen angels. And those fallen angels decided to do it anyway. And when they did, they had babies that were giants. So someone in your life could be an earth angel. And this transformation is happening in your work life. I wish I could do something about that. I had something. Hold on. Otto got groomed the other day. Maybe we can cover it with that. How's that? Better? Better. Okay. And there's a flower again, similar to the one we already saw. Look at that. Very similar to this flower. We have this flower again. Somehow those kind of flowers could be significant to your life. Alright, surprises, Spirit. I'm going at Spirit's pace, not at the world's race. Your surprises... Dang. This is odd. This is bizarre, because all of it's coming out in reverse. Your thinking could be upside down because you're realizing some healing you need to do. This is saying you're not promising and you're not juggling. It's like Spirit didn't promise me that everything was going to be able to be juggled. Surprisingly, you can't juggle it all. And you have not been promised that you would. I'm not sure I get that, but we're going to keep going. Alright, your love life. Juggling is like, let me show you what juggling is. This is your surprise. See, you're juggling. You've got the baby, your alarm clock, maybe some kind of nutritious smoothie or something, a pacifier, the sippy cup maybe, a book, weights, your house, your money. You're actually dressed like someone who's ready to ride a horse, so somehow horses and riding horses could be significant. There's a lot of birds up here, or it could be other stuff like nuts and bolts. You might be trying to fix something. But you're trying to juggle everything. And it's like, it almost feels like Spirit is saying, I never promised you could be super person, Superman, Superwoman, Supergirl. I never promised you that. Surprisingly, you're going to realize, I'm not Superwoman. I'm not Superman. And nobody ever said I would be. You're going to realize I'm not supposed to do that. Alright. My candle went out. So I'm going to have to light another candle. I'm telling you, we're going at Spirit's pace today. And Spirit is moving excessively slow. And that's okay. If you're in a hurry, that is a sign that you're struggling with anxiety. And you just want to hurry up and find out what this message is. Well, Spirit's not going to do it that way today. We're moving slow. For some reason. Maybe because someone needs us to go slow. They might not speak our language. Alright, love life, Spirit. What's going on in our love lives? Besides, oh, look at that. Spirit says it's time. Time is our love life. I don't know if it's time for your love life now, or if timing is why you're not in a relationship. Something about time, though. And there's a 10 and an 11, especially the 11, is standing out to me strongly. This says like 5 minutes to 2. So somehow 155, the number 33 is significant. Time is a factor in your love life. Alright, I'm going to move some stuff over here. Sorry about bumping the camera. Home, work, surprise, love. What is our role? That went on the floor, which means I have to reach for it, which means you're going to have to struggle to get to this. Ah! Look! Your role is a baby! Someone's going to have a baby. Look at that beautiful, beautiful baby. Someone in your family may be expecting a child. Or, if they're not, and if you're not, and you don't want to have a baby, wear a condom. Use birth control. Double that shit up. Because Spirit is indicating that your role is a baby. Now, for me, unless one of my children gives me a grandchild, this is about me and my YouTube channel. And Kaylash and I are working on making some changes. Nothing too drastic. But we are going to work on making some money. Because that's why we do this. I mean, I don't, but I need to be able to pay the moderators. And I need to be able to pay for my phone, for the candles, for the cards. You know, this is not cheap. I need to be able to put... And I love to do giveaways. I love it when people give and I have an extra 50. And some of you have been around for a while. And I will stick that $50 bill inside of that money deck. And the first person to call it when they see it come out, I cash app it to you. So, we can have a lot of fun on this channel, but money makes the world go round. And so for me, this is my YouTube channel, and this is my job. And this is my baby bird. This is my baby dog. I mean, we all have babies in our life, but someone is going to have a real baby. Real baby. Someone in your... I think you know they're pregnant already, or it could be you. And what will be the outcome? The 3 monkeys. This could actually be saying also that your role is to be the baby. Like, you could be the baby of the family, or you could just be acting childish. I don't know. I'll move this over a little bit. You're going to learn wisdom from all of this. And I can see why. Because back here, you're mirroring and realizing this partying stuff, you might not be doing it excessively, but you could be doing it enough that it's affecting your life. When alcohol or drugs are illegal, so I'm not even going to talk about them. That's just a no-no. But if you're doing alcohol and it causes you consequences, that is when it's time to look at it as I may have crossed the line over into alcoholism. Okay? If you have it in your family, be especially careful because it does run in families. Alright, so you're mirroring someone who drinks and you're realizing, now maybe you don't drink now, but you might be looking at your teenage stepson or stepdaughter, and you might be going, that kid is about to end up in jail. Remember I said someone could end up in jail? You might have to change the locks on the doors. This could be one of your children. And this child is just going off rails. whoever this is at home, they're celebrating too much, and you've been there and done that, and I think you're mirroring each other, but you're not in that same timeline. You're on a different timeline now. You've sobered up, you've wised up. This kid or this friend or this lover or whoever, this coworker, you're seeing that they drink too much. This is someone who comes to your house though, because this is your home, okay? And at work, you're going to have a transformation because of an angel. And it looks like things have kind of been at a standstill for you for a while at work. You may be about to get a promotion or a new job, or you may have some restructuring happening within your company, and you might get more responsibility put on you. But what you're going to realize is I never promised anybody that I could do all of this by myself. And have you ever felt that way? Like God never promised that I would be the hero, that I would be Superwoman. And I'm not going to be. In your love life, time is a factor. Your role is this baby, and you're going to learn the 3 monkeys. See, hear, and speak no evil. So somehow this is all teaching you a lesson. And underneath of it all, there are spirit guides that are working behind the scenes. Okay? Alright, now, let's pull 1 or 2 of these just to see what comes out. Virtues. Okay. We got kindness and peace. So you're someone who Spirit's working on you being kind, being at peace, having courage. It looks like you're lacking courage, so you might have some fear. Remember that anxiety I said you might be feeling because I'm not rushing? That could be your fear, and you just want to hurry up because you want to see the results. You want results. I want results now. No. Spirit says, have courage. Trust in me. And yes, this is about work. This is about your angel helping you with your work, okay? And it's also about being very generous to others, and others being very generous to you. Because when someone is generous to you, it's probably a good idea to reciprocate that to them. So we're going to say that generosity is definitely a factor here. And did I pull the bottom of the deck? Somehow forgiveness factors in also, collective. And I am going persevering. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, angels, how are you helping us at home? How are the angels helping us at home? I'm not finished with the big cards yet. You have an angel of clarity. So you're getting clarity on this alcohol, partying, and you don't have enough determination. So maybe you've tried in your own strength to help this person, whoever this is that's starting to show signs of drinking too much. And you're like, I don't really have the determination that I need. Somehow you're lacking in determination, and the angels are helping you with determination and clarity at home. Maybe you're having to be determined, you know what, I'm not letting you come back home until you stop drinking too much and stealing from me, or coming in the middle of the night, sloppy drunk, driving your car drunk. I'm taking your keys. This could be a child of yours, or a spouse, or whoever. Alright, work life. They came out really quick. Alright, in your work life, there's a planetary alignment happening. The night sky is here. Wow, you have a lot going on at work. Also, you have an angel of belief. So somehow your work is about belief. What you believe. Maybe you believe in these planetary alignments. And grounding is necessary. It's time to really ground yourself, collective. Ground yourself. Get grounded. because there's an angel helping you. I want to find out what's happening. And look, you're also remembering people who have passed away, who you've been missing. They are around you. Spirit wants you to know the people that have crossed over have not left you. They are sleeping, but they are there. Their spirit is there, and they energetically are connected to you at the level of spirit. All right, I want to find out, if I may, what is going on that they're talking about here. Your light bill might be due. Okay, what is going on here? Let's see. I know we had a retrograde start. Saturn retrograde in Aries starts today. Okay, so this is what we need to be mindful of when it comes to these planetary alignments. Maybe more than this, but especially this. And this is going to last all the way through November 7th. So I think that's pretty significant. The Two of Wands is the tarot card that it represents. It's also a fire element. And its ruler is Mars. Saturn is ruled by Mars. As Saturn journeys retrograde in Aries, you find yourself confronted by a powerful call to redefine your ambitions and confront the inner warrior that lies within. This period invites you to peel back the layers of self-doubt and unearth the unwavering courage that fuels your aspirations. The energy of Aries serves as a catalyst for action, urging you to take stock of your goals and assess whether they align with your true values. Reflect on the narrative of your life. Are you the hero, or have you been playing a role scripted by others? This retrograde is not just an invitation to slow down, but see how I'm going real slow? That's why I'm going real slow. It's an invitation to slow down, but a challenge to confront the truths you've been avoiding. Trace the roots of your ambitions and question their authenticity. Trace the roots of your ambitions. Why are you so ambitious? Why do you want this so badly? Whatever this is. In practical terms, this is the moment to assess your boundaries and rewrite the rules of engagement in your personal and professional life. Are you rewriting the rules of engagement? Have you found yourself recently in your personal and professional life deciding how I'm going to engage, who I'm going to engage, and who I'm going to avoid? Assess your boundaries and rewrite the rules of engagement in your personal and professional life. Embrace the fire of Aries as you recalibrate your intentions, allowing yourself the grace to pause and reflect before charging ahead. Consider setting clear, actionable goals that resonate deeply with your sense of self, and take time to articulate what you truly desire. Use this period as a craft of personal manifesto, one that honors your unique journey and lays the groundwork for empowered action. Remember clarity in your home life is not just about knowing where you're going. It's about understanding the why behind your journey. This is your moment to reclaim authority over your narrative, ensuring that every step you take is a deliberate act of self-creation. Look at the picture that it represents. Okay, so now, realizing that retrograde is happening in Aries, Saturn retrograde, okay? You're going to reassess your life. You're over here, you're realizing this drinking's not working for me. It's like you're getting clarity on the fact that because you drink so much, you lack determination. You're not determined enough to either quit or to do the things you need to do because of your drinking. It's like maybe you don't drink every day, but your whole week revolves around the weekend and you're partying. And Spirit is saying, is that really what you want to do with your weekends? You're seeing other people who do it with their weekends and they're ending up in jail. They're ending up in bed with the wrong people. They're ending up missing work on Monday morning. And you're like, They might even be abusive to you if they're your family. And you're like, they're irresponsible. They don't do what they're told. They don't follow the rules. And let me tell you something. Even if you live on your own outside of your parents' home, there are rules. And if you don't follow the rules when you live in your own home, you will get kicked out. Okay, enough preaching, Christie. At work, your transformation is happening. I want you to think about whatever it is you do to ground yourself. Whether you meditate and you visualize your chakras being anchored in the core of the earth, whether you I suggest putting your feet on the ground, on the dirt, outside. Let your feet hit the soil. Lay in the grass. Lay down. Hug a tree. I mean, I know that's silly, but really, go out into nature and thank the flowers. Thank the beauty that we have. Thank the Creator for all of the beautiful things and how nature refreshes and restores and brings us back to our center. Get in the water. Go for a swim if you know how to swim. Nature are all of the elements, the air, the water, the fire, and the earth. And somehow you need to reconnect with those elements, okay? Spirit's saying get grounded. Get yourself grounded so you don't make decisions that are not wise. And you're going to surprisingly realize that you never promised anybody you were going to be their superhero. I never promised you I was going to save you. That's not my job. Spirit didn't promise me that I should do all of these things. It's time for me to slow down. And your love life has something to do with time. I'm not sure. I'm going to pull a card. You got a baby coming. Your role is to have that baby or to somehow be connected to this baby. You could be its grandmother, its aunt. You could be its brother, sister. I don't know who this baby is. You could be adopting a baby. It's a beautiful baby, though. And you're going to get wisdom from all of this. And remember, you're going to remember those who have left. Someone has lost a man and two older man and woman, like grandparents, aunts, uncles. This guy right here, though, he could be your spouse, your lover, your brother. You're very close to you in age. Died very young, very tragically. This was tragic to lose someone. It could have been some kind of illness, terminal illness or something like that. Alright, I'm going to go back over these again. You're learning to be kind. You're learning to be at peace. You're having courage. You're working. You're generous and you're forgiving. This could be someone you work for and you're feeling this way about your new job. I'm going to pull a few rocks on that. Thank you for sticking it out with me, all 0 of you. I don't know what what's been said by Kailash, but whatever he said goes. And he and I are working things out. Right now, we're not expecting anything that I know of. Everything's being done just as usual. But I don't know. I haven't been reading the comments. Spirit, why are all of these virtues here? Can I get it in one place? Why are the virtues here? Because of your success. Remember, it's about work. Somehow laugh. You might be funny. You might make people laugh. Your wealth is here. You're going to have acceptance. You're going to be blessed. Wow. You're going to have your kindness. Remember your kindness? And your kindness is here again. So Spirit is saying, be kind. Have acceptance. And even laugh. You're going to have wealth, success, and be blessed. And Spirit said to go one more time. I don't know. I've never had Spirit do that with the rock. Your family is here. Your love is here. Your freedom is here. And your dream is here, collective. Beautiful reading so far. I'm so very impressed with this reading. Alright, now I'm going to get the family deck out and we're going to see what comes out of that. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in the collective when it comes to our family, our home, and the people in our home? How are you working there? Thank you for sticking it out with me, you guys. I really appreciate it. The readings, the general readings, we will never charge for them. But what I would like is to try to get our subscriptions up. So if you have any friends and you can share the video with them, please share the video with them and help me grow this channel. I've been putting along for 6 years trying to get this channel off the ground. And it is my absolute dream to get to 50,000 subscribers. That is my dream. And when I get there, it'll be 150. But right now it's 50. And I was over 7,000 and YouTube started just letting people drop off. Alright, what's going on at home with this collective? At home, you're not going to walk away. Okay. Go on a real fucking date, but don't leave. Don't walk away. Or you might be acting like you're not going to walk away so you can go on a real date. I don't know which. Maybe you're just going to stay home and have someone come over. I don't know. Alright, what about work? It's time for shit to get real at work. And bare your fucking soul. So Spirit is working on you bearing your soul. And it's time for shit to get real. That's why you need to get grounded. Because there's planetary alignments here to transform your work life. And you need to get grounded. There's something you have to do. You have to go somewhere and you can't back out. That's the feel this has. You have to go on a trip and you can't back out. You're unable to walk away. You want to go on a date and you might be on restriction. Your parents might have said, absolutely not. You're not going anywhere. However, you're not determined, but you do have clarity that you party too much. Okay? Alright, surprises. Or somebody has that clarity. Somebody else might have that clarity. You can't say thank you enough. Okay, you remember I said this person is realizing, surprisingly, that they were never promised that they could juggle all of this stuff? Or they never promised anyone else that they could do all of this? Nobody even appreciates all that you do. Surprisingly, everything you do that you feel like you can't keep doing, nobody appreciates. Why is timing here for your love life? Why is time... Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to tell you what they say. Fill in the blank. You won't deal with your drama. You need to listen. And your friends don't miss your face. Alright. Why is timing here for your love life? Because you're asking yourself. It's time for you to ask yourself, do you really love them? And don't let it all hang out. Leave some shit to the imagination. So for some reason, it's time for you to say, do I even love you? And then don't let it all hang out. This person could let too much of their self show. Like they could show their body too much. Or this could be like, you're not letting it all hang out, but you're asking yourself if you really like. This person might not even know you're questioning that. And what is your role here in this family? Throat chakra. That's where the forgiveness comes in. It has to do with this baby. They could have got somebody else pregnant. And what's the outcome? Or they could have got you pregnant and they walked away. Your outcome, collective, y'all are so silly. I'm going to take this card out. Get hot and sweaty. So your outcome is that you're going to be working out and wise. I'm going to pull one more card just to see what comes out. What else is your outcome? Because you truly got more than that going on here. That's your way of dealing with things. I think some of you work out a lot. And that's where you do your good thinking, your good decision making. Y'all are funny. You're going to work out and you're not going to do the dishes. And oh, you fucked up. And you're going to fucking say it too. Oh my goodness. Where it comes to, do you really love them? I think that because you are working out and not doing the dishes, somebody's going to say, you fucked up. You know you should have been doing them dishes instead of out there playing around on that exercise equipment. Or playing basketball. Or swimming. Or doing whatever you were doing to work out. You know damn well that you should have done them damn dishes. And now you fucked up. And somebody's going to fucking say it. And it's serious. Why is it so serious that you fucked up? Whoa, that flew out. Because you're gonna fucking say it. Somebody's gonna fucking say, you fucked up. Can you show me how? Fill in the blank. And open your mouth. Talk. Use big words. So it looks like you're gonna have like a very serious conversation with somebody and you're gonna say you fucked up. Maybe because you don't really love them and they're pregnant. Whew, that's horrible. But you're not gonna deal with your drama. You are gonna pack your bags though, but you're not gonna deal with your drama. Alright, why are you not dealing with your drama? That's why you're not walking away. Because your boundaries are trash. You don't know how to deal with your drama. And you're not being heard anyway. This person's not listening to you. Woo-wee. You've got yourself in a mess here, honey. A mess. Alright, so let's find out what exactly is going on here. We're going to pull Tarot real quick. Tarot with this, Spirit said use the red card. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in this collective? Overall, how are you working astrologically? Lots. The High Priest, the Chariot, and Judgment. They all came out in reverse. So there's a masculine, spiritual, guru, not necessarily guru. He's just very spiritual. He prays. He probably skips meals. He probably eats healthy. He probably reads a lot about spiritual things. He probably watches a lot on TV about spirituality. He probably seeks the guidance of someone who has more knowledge than he has. And he may be the one who people come to for advice. Because this person has a very tight connection with spirit. Okay? But for some reason, they're not thinking about how to overcome something. They're stuck. It's like either that or their thinking's in reverse. Let's see what happens next. What's the energy to overcome? Energy to overcome. You're not realizing how to overcome something because your intuition, it looks like, is either, I don't know, let's see what the energy to overcome is. Justice. That could always and forever be something legal. But there's something that's justice. This is being made right. Somehow overcoming this being made right. I don't know why you would want to overcome that. Alright, what's going to pull it together? Why would you want this to be made right? It might not be you, it might be someone else that's resistant to make this right. You're not going to be happy. Your unhappiness, your unfulfilledness is leading you to an inevitable tower. Okay, so now I kind of see what's happening here. Basically, you are a very spiritual person. You see the truth. You know what you have to do to overcome this. And you're a high priest. You could be a pastor. You could be the head of one of those spiritual retreats. You could be a Reiki master. You could be a healer. You could be a medium. You could be a psychic. You could be a tarot card reader who's masculine or just embodies a masculine energy. But you know the truth, and you know what you have to do to overcome this truth. But you're just not ready to do that. But justice is going to be served. And so you have to essentially get ready to overcome and to see the truth. I think you're finally starting to see the truth, and that's why your wisdom is showing up. But it's taking you a minute to do that. And what's going to pull it together is being just simply miserable. When the sun comes out in reverse, it's a cloudy day, isn't it? There's no sun. There's rain. Remember, he said he's riding down the road with the windows rolled down and the air on his back. And the rain is pouring in the window because he would give anything to feel anything again. So at some point he felt something powerful. Let's see what he felt that was so powerful. What did this person feel in the past that was so good that he wants to actually get back to? That's what I want to know. What did this person feel in the past that he wants to get back to? Spirit said use another deck. What did this person feel in the past that he wants to get, or she want to get back to? What was so great that they want to get back to? Oh, they used to have money. They used to be wealthy. And they had a family and a room. They had a home with a family room, and they were wealthy. So they want to get back to being a wealthy man with a family room. Number 13 and 21. So 43, which is a 7. That's what they want to get back to. What's it going to take? A courtship, adjudication. So it's going to take essentially someone stepping in from the court system and deciding when you're allowed to court this person. Or this could be someone that is doing like marriage counseling for the two of you. Maybe you're going to start seeing each other again on a limited basis so you can get to know each other. And why is the sun in reverse? Because of your main female. And look, somebody may be coming out of prison. Somebody could have been imprisoned here. Because see, we have their freedom right here. Maybe it was just that they were imprisoned in a situation. They could have been imprisoned in this drinking too much. I don't know. What's going to be the outcome of your courtship in the justice? A journey. An official person in a journey. Why is official person on the bottom of the deck? Because of your job. So there's going to be somebody from work that sends you on a journey. And there's a mature woman in reverse. So there could be a mature woman who you lost. And your job is now sending you. Maybe you're going to be her replacement. Somebody is deciding whether or not they want to have a relationship with you. And this is going to bring justice. And it has to do with your occupation and going on a journey and a main female that you're unhappy about. Why are you unhappy with her? Because you think about her a lot. Number 16, number 2, 34, 10, 34, 34, 10, 34. But it's actually 34, 10, 30, and 4. Same thing. Alright, over here we have 21 and 13. Alright, can I find out what that tower is that's coming? Ooh. That main female she thinks about you and it's unhappy. She's not happy. The thoughts she has are not happy about you. So guess how you're going to end up? Inevitably, she's going to say, I don't love you. I don't want to be with you. And now, I am a mature woman. So you were immature. The replacement was you being mature now. You've learned wisdom. You're like, I don't have to be with this jackass. He doesn't make me happy. Why doesn't he make you happy? Because of the lovers and being in despair. This relationship has been about despair. You're supposed to love this person and be in love, making love, going on a real fucking date. But somebody won't even walk away to take you on one. It's like this person sits on their ass, does nothing, watches TV, works, cares about nothing, maybe but their occupation. And they travel. And now you're having to get a judge to decide about your courtship. So, the courtship could simply mean whether or not you're going to be together. And look, someone has concern. Why are they concerned? Because this won't change. And they're going to send you a message about it. You're going to get a message about this not changing. Alright, so I think we see what's happening here. I don't know if this is you or someone else in your life. Take it however you need to take it. But Spirit is explaining it to you for some reason. Alright, so I want to find out what this message is that they're going to send you. Real quickly. Let's look at that. I think this is going to be quite a shadowy message. What's the message? I got some cards that don't belong. There's no turning back, so keep moving forward. They're always on your mind, no matter who you're with. Go somewhere special. No one can see your light until you do. Spend time in nature. And this is a journey to discover the real you. And I feel that those cards could not have been more perfect. Alright, now let's see what this person's message, the one that's concerned. What would they say they're concerned about? They would say, you did not break me. What would you say to them? I forgive you. Remember forgiveness? I forgive you. So it looks like you two are not getting along. And I know I made a mistake. Remember they fucked up? Is there anything else that you need to say besides you didn't break me? Because that's kind of rude. I need to focus on my healing, and I fear that you will reject me. And will you reject them? Did you forgive them? I know you're watching me, and I focused on you instead of my pain. Sometimes I hear your voice. Remember the telepathy? Hang on 1 second. Hey, what's up? I'm on YouTube.
Never mind.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you when I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
Huh?
How long do you think it's gonna take?
Not long. I'm almost finished.
Okay.
Okay, baby. Talk to you soon. Bye. Somehow your daughter could be involved. Alright, so this person is afraid you'll reject them, and they're like, I need to get myself healed up. You didn't break me. Maybe. I don't know why they're saying that. I don't know if they're saying you didn't break my heart, you didn't break me. Like, you didn't break me. I'm not going to change, but I do need to focus on my healing because I fear that you'll reject me. And this person is over here saying, I forgive you. And it's in reverse, so it's like, I didn't focus on you instead of my pain, and I didn't know you were watching me. What did you see when you were watching them? I know we have a soul connection. Your body language says so much. So they could be close enough that you could be watching them when they don't know you're looking. What would you say might be the outcome here, either one of you, whoever is in control of that? I've been here with others before, and I'm waiting for an apology. I never want to feel that way again. So you did something to this person that's really got them upset. They're not happy with you, and they're going to send you a message telling you how concerned they are about what's been done here. So prepare yourself for that message, okay? And I want to find out what may have been done here. What may have happened here? Somebody did not get an invitation. Why didn't they get an invitation? Because they weren't your perfect pair. They had a hidden agenda. They were being fake. They were watching you and you didn't know it. So they didn't invite you somewhere or ask you out on a real fucking date. They felt like you weren't perfect for them. They had a hidden agenda, they were being fake, and they were secretly admiring you when you didn't know it. What was the hidden agenda? They wanted to have sex with you, but they didn't have feelings for you. Or you didn't have feelings for them. The feelings were not mutual, but they did want to have sex with you. That was the hidden agenda. So they didn't invite you because maybe they did recognize you were their soulmate or twin flame or what the fuck ever, and they had a hidden agenda. They were pretending. They were pretending like they weren't watching you. They wanted to have sex, but they didn't want to fall in love. So what happened? Y'all separated. The answer is yes. What is the answer yes to? Somebody being a workaholic. So they left you to take a job maybe where they were traveling, and they didn't invites you to go with them. Maybe there was a look, and nobody wants revenge here. It's like, I don't want revenge here. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to ask for revenge in this situation. La 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 la. Now, what? Let's find out how you feel. Let's see if I can find the feel deck. I got decks everywhere. I moved everything last night. Let's find out how this person feels. How does this person truly feel? Whoever they are. How do they truly feel, may I see please, about this person that they're dealing with? What are their true feelings? Ooh, that flew out. They feel like you're from their past life, whatever that means to you. Deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. And the memories are bittersweet. Okay? What do they feel about the past life? Whoa. They feel like there's been distractions. They've been distracted and they need to tell you they're sorry. Why were they distracted? They could have had another person. Holy shit. Because they didn't want to be conflicted and they felt like this was a curse. Alright, how did you feel? You felt like you were hopeless because this person was withdrawn and didn't even act like they wanted to have sex with you. Why did they act that way? Because of their family and no intimacy. Or maybe they acted like they did want to have sex with you and they were withdrawn. You felt like they were forbidden and were withdrawn from you sexually. And they felt like you were someone from their past life or a past, like somebody from the past. And were distracted when it came to saying they were sorry. Because they're not conflicted. This is a curse. Why is this a curse? Because somebody has secrets. There's something secretive going on here. Alright? Outcome of your family and no intimacy. That's causing influences, the drinking, and the emotional storm and bitterness. So the fact that you're not sleeping with this person is what's causing all this bitterness and emotional shit. You're not sleeping with this person because you're withdrawn and it's hopeless. That's sad. I mean, like, you don't have any desire for this person at all. And when that happens, it's time to call it quits. I mean, unless you can somehow get some kind of help and get past that, you can't do anything at this point but be bitter. Alright, let's pull some tarot here. Da, 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 da. I'm going to pull one of these and see what comes out. I want to just get some guidance here for whoever this is. Guidance, please, for whoever I'm reading for. May I have guidance, please? Walking away. See, over here at home, you won't walk away. Spirit says walking away. Woman holding a heart in reverse. So let's see what that says. Number 27. I hope this makes sense to somebody and that you'll continue to like it and let me know. You guys are the bomb when it comes to liking my videos. You don't know how much that means to me. Like, subscribing, liking, sharing, that is worth its weight in gold. Please help me grow this channel. If you're able to donate to the channel, I'm happy for you to do that. There's ways in the description box that you can do that without going through YouTube. Whatever you want to do, baby. I don't care. And if you can't, I love you. And I'll do whatever I can for you because that's the person that I am. Alright, number 27. Letting go, moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your option on the open road ahead. And in reality, an important new beginning is at hand. And did I not start this out with again? Like it's time to start over again? This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a free, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. And then we have number 44, so 27 and 44. This is a woman holding a heart, and it's in reverse. Someone here could have very pale skin, purple in their hair. They might love the color purple. They might love that movie. Red, pink. You could wear something around your upper arm right there. Someone could have on like a robe and have long dark hair. You could have a gate where you have to go in and out of. You have some beautiful cherry blossom trees. Oh my God, I wish mine... It looks like pussy willows. I wish it might be either or, but I wish mine would bloom like that. I've never been able to get mine to bloom like that. Anyway, back to the reading. This card reverse could indicate a state of being emotionally overwhelmed. And yes, you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. It could also refer to some difficulty in a family matter or close friendship. If this is the case, it's time to let go or resolve things now. There's also the possibility that this woman reversed is someone who brings a negative emotional influence to your life. There may be jealousy, resentments, or even more subtle manipulation going on. Don't take things personally, but endeavor to bring great clarity. Remember clarity in your home life? Calm, great clarity and calm, self-empowerment to the situation now. And always remember to bring a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself. So show yourself some love. It's time to get out of this situation. You've got to walk away from this. Whether that means physically walk away or emotionally walk away. I am going to very quickly pull some tarot on this because I feel that that's what we're missing here. And I want to pull the right one. So give me a moment to get that one out. Here, what tarot do you want me to pull? Reading. I'm going to pull these after I pull tarot. And tarot, Spirit, I'm trusting in you for tarot. What would you like me to pull? I'm getting a couple decks out that I need to come back with. I'm telling you, Spirit has me in no hurry whatsoever. At all. I'm going to pull these. I don't know why, but I'm going to pull these. And I have a few more decks here for guidance. And then we're going to do Q&A if there is any. Okay, this is called Wizard Tarot, okay? Wizard, I think this is the one I want. No, it's not. I want Witches. I want the Witches Tarot. I'm going to get the Witches. Sorry about that. They're very similar in, I almost picked up a Justice card. Uh-oh. Dang it. I'll get that later. Something fell. Let's see what it was we might need to use. I'm telling you, this has been one of those readings where all kind. Oh yeah, we're gonna use it. Okay, Witches Tarot, Spirit. Let's pull Witches Tarot on this. If you haven't stuck it out with me, that's unfortunate because you're missing one hell of a reading. Thank you if you have. I love you guys. You guys are my heroes. Alright. We're going to sit this over here in case Justice keeps falling off the table. Like someone is determined they're not going to make this right. Okay. Talk to me, Spirit, when it comes to the High Priest. Let's start out with him. The High Priest. We have the Four of Swords. This woman is pregnant, y'all. And the shadow side, the moon. Do you see how she looks pregnant? The Four of Swords? She could be about to lose this baby and she needs to take some time to rest. And then we have this guy and this girl in the moon energy and this weird thing behind them. And they're looking at each other with a lot of desire. But it's like, I don't know if I really want to be with you or not. Alright, why is the High Priest here? Oh, that flew out. Oh. The reason why you can't really decide what you want to do here is because of the Eight of Swords. This is a card of imprisonment. Whether it's in the mind, it's typically swords are about thoughts. So typically this is just your mind feeling imprisoned. But if you've ever been in an actual prison, you will feel like you are locked up mentally. You can be locked up mentally and not be in prison. But you can also be locked up in prison for real, and feel this way. Or you can be in there and feel free. Not very often though. It's a horrible place. And look behind her at the building behind her. Does that not look like it could be either a job that she's imprisoned in, or my necklace is jumping? It could also be an imprisonment, like a prison. But your High Priest is in reverse. Your ability to see the truth with your abilities spiritually, there's a lot of fear involved. There's a lot of anxiety. You're tied up. You got all these swords around you and you're blindfolded, so you don't realize that your answer is right in front of you. And if you could somehow wiggle free from that, she's tied up. If she could, and her hands are probably loosely tied. I mean, this doesn't look that serious. It is though. Alright, why is the Chariot in reverse for this High Priest and this Judgment card? There's Justice. There's the Knight of Wands. Because there's a Queen of Wands who wants justice. Or, okay, I'm sorry, why did I say Wands? There's a Queen of Swords. I'm going to say it's a Libra, but it could be an Aquarius. There's a woman here who does not have good boundaries. And this could be a younger person who's been reckless and doing things that make this man fearful, that make this woman fearful. Why is she in reverse? She may have come to this high priest for advice of how to get over this because of the high priest in reverse. So I think I just spoke it right out of my mouth. I think she went to the high priest and said, this could have been her pastor or someone that she looks up to spiritually. I didn't even know this deck had a high priest. But this Queen of Swords is having trouble setting boundaries with someone younger who needs to be brought to justice. They need to be told, hey, look, you're messing up. You fucked up. It's time to grow up. But she's so emotionally screwed up in the head, this Queen of Swords, that when she went to him, all she could say is, I'm so afraid that something's going to happen to my Knight of Wands. If justice doesn't happen soon, something could happen to my Knight of Wands. I'm so worried about my Knight of Wands. This is a Sagittarius. What did the Knight of Wands do that needs justice? Partying. Temperance. This person needs to learn self-control. So this is essentially a mother or friend or someone who went to someone that they felt could give them the answers about, what do I do about this person? They need temperance. Alright, why is the Chariot here? Because of the Ten of Wands. This person could have wrecked their car by doing something like drinking and driving. They could have got a DUI. They could have done anything. They could have gotten in trouble. But it was heavy shit. And the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands is like the end of that. You're like, I'm taking their car away. Alright, outcome of taking whatever away. Ending whatever. You're ending something. Oh my god, that's way too many cards. What's the outcome of the Ten of Wands? There we go. There's the Lovers again. And the Knight of Cups. So you're choosing to withdraw your love from this person. The only way you know to get over this is to end it. You can't take on all the responsibility. This person is irresponsible and they need to learn how to pull their shit together. They need to learn how to be tempered. And why is Judgment here in reverse? It's like you're not making good decisions here. Because of your unhappiness right here. The Sun. You don't realize how unhappy this is. Alright, why is Justice here? Because of the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands. A lot of Wands energy here. There's definitely a fire sign. I see a Sagittarius. I see a Leo. I see a Gemini. Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A lot of fire here. A lot of Sagittarius and a lot of Gemini and a lot of Leo. And a lot of Libra. So, what needs to be brought to justice, the energy to overcome, is you need to stop thinking that you can carry this load for this person. And why is the Eight of Wands here? Because that's like communication or movement backwards. Because you need to get your pentacles. Now it's like I have to get my shit together or I'm going to lose everything. I have to get my stability together. I can't keep carrying all of your burden. Every time you ask me to come back and rescue you, I can't do that. Why are you so unhappy? Because you keep doing that. Because you are so afraid to take a risk. The Aries Fool is here. Why won't you take a risk to be happy? Because of the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles upright. So you won't take a risk because when you're working, and somebody has a cute little brown dog with long hair, you are supposed to have abundance. You're supposed to be incredibly blessed. You're kind. You have a lot of love. This is your family. You're successful. You're wealthy. But you're losing all of that because this person is draining you. So, what are you planning on doing with this idea you have? You have an idea, the Page of Pentacles. A white deer could be significant. Oh, you're trying to figure out how to end this. And why haven't you already? Because you're looking you're looking for a way to either walk away or come back. Why is the Eight of Cups here in reverse? Because you're in denial about this tower right here. What is that tower, surely? That tower is your shadow side, the Wheel, and the Nine of Cups. Wow. So you're looking for an opportunity to work and to get out of this Nine of Swords energy that you've been stuck in for so long. And you have an idea of how, but you can't end something. And it's because you're in denial and you're even looking for an opportunity. Why do you not know which way to go? It's like you don't know what to do. What are you leaning towards doing in your Two of Swords energy? Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So what you're going to do is you're going to be generous and not hurt this person. That's where you're messing up. You're over-giving to someone who's taking advantage of you. And why is your wish fulfillment connected to this wheel? There's a wheel coming. Somebody's going to do some shadow work. And there's going to be wish fulfillment. How is that possible? Because somebody is going to have stability. Why is it in reverse? Because right now, they're in the moon energy, and it's an Empress. Why are you in the moon energy when it comes to work? Something's going on at work. Because you feel like you can't really give your opinion when it comes to work. And you want to move on. Remember I said something about moving on again. You're gonna, oh my God. This woman right here who feels like somebody's not able to stand on their own 2 feet and this is causing a dark time in their life. They can't stand up for their ideas at work. They can't stand up and work with somebody. So they're just going to move on and it's going to lead them to the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. This person is going to surprise you and move on from whoever they're with. There's going to be a fight because of a lie. And you're not going to see this from somebody else's perspective. There's going to be a big fight. There's about to be a big fight. And yes, somebody's pregnant. There's a pregnancy included here. You already saw that. I know this is an excessively long reading, but if it's your reading, like it, and please let me know by showing me some love. Because somebody understands every freaking word. You're about to have wish fulfillment because of a wheel, and somebody's going to do their shadow work. And when they do that shadow work, that is when things are going to change. Their shadow work is what is so essential. I've never seen a deck that had the moon card, which I thought was the shadow work card, but it's not. And so I want to tell you what that card means. The shadow side. This card symbolizes that you are allowing someone else or a situation to have power over you. The old coven mate who left in high drama, the in-law from hell, or the boss you cannot please. This is a person who can walk into a room and ruin your day because you let them. Break those chains and walk out of the shadows. Stop giving away your power and stand strong. What is important to remember is that you can break free from the reaction anytime you wish. It's time to embrace the shadow side of your personality and to really look your fears in the face. Come to terms with whatever is holding you back. Stop cowering. Work to find balance and courage. Keywords: allowing another person to have power over you and your reactions. Defending yourself defending yourself from beneficial magic and overcoming fear to emerge victoriously. Deity associations: Pan, the Horn God, and Volos. Astrological associations: Capricorn. Reversed: oppression, illusion, trickery, and deceit. So someone essentially has been deceiving you, and I think I already told you that. I like this deck. We're going to use it more often. Alright, I'm going to start cleaning up because there's not much more I can say here. I want to intuitively just see maybe how this happened. Can you show me intuitively how this happened at home? Somebody wouldn't make a decision. Remember, they wouldn't walk away, but they wanted to go on a date? How about at work? They did not want to do online dating because they were haunted. Alright, surprises. Somebody had a fling and a love triangle. See, this person is like, you're not juggling me. I promise you you're not juggling me. You don't promise me something and then juggle me. This person was having a fling with someone else. Now it comes to the surface. Surprisingly, you found out they were with someone else. Why is timing here for your love life? Because somebody is missing you. Aww. And why are you having a baby as your role? Because that's what the escapism is about. Maybe you don't want to have this baby. And so you're escaping from the whole thing. So you don't have to. And what is your role? Your outcome? Enough is enough. Spirit said enough is enough. Make a decision. Stop competing and apologize. Let go of the competition. Enough is enough. No more competition. Apologize to this person. It should only be you. And why is the tower on the bottom of this deck? Because somebody is fantasizing. What are they fantasizing about? That indecision. And what do they want to see happen? They're not going to fight it. Outcome. Solitude. Independence. Only you. So you're going to end up by yourself. Because you're sick of this person. Even though somebody here is pregnant. Whew. And I didn't see anybody get rid of a baby. I think you may have already had this baby. This could be a child of yours. It's like your youngest child. They could be the one doing this stuff. I mean, I don't know. Alright, we're going to look one more time because this just blows my mind. What's going on at home, Spirit? Twin flame, stability, and no support. So you're stable and you're not supporting a twin flame. What's going on at work? You're not going to take a leap of faith because of rejection, interference, being patient, and trust. Surprises. Here and now, you're having abundance. Love it. Love life. That's where you're having to have acceptance. Your role? You're having a baby and forgiving. You're going to have time apart. And the outcome. No boundaries. Anything we can do about that? Wait. This is protected when it comes to children and the obstacles. So, be patient. Your children are protected when it comes to these obstacles. Is this person a complete asshat for having someone else while you're pregnant? Absolutely. If that's what's going on here, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh. And you're going to forgive them. You got a lot more something than I do. Alright, for some reason Spirit wanted me to pull these, so I'm going to. And we're getting ready to close. Get the questions ready. Alright, home life. What's going on at home? You're going to have a new beginning at home where you feel like you're powerless. You're going to have a new beginning. What about work? At work, travel came out in reverse. Why is it in reverse? Because of your psychic abilities. Why are you traveling in reverse because of your psychic abilities? Oh, because you're going to lighten your load when it comes to your home and your strength. I'm not quite sure I get all that, but somebody gets it. That's your work life. It looks like you're going to have strength, lighten your load, and you have psychic abilities, and you're going to travel. You may just have travel that's delayed, because I think we saw you were already going to travel. These just might be read in the upright. Let's turn them all upright. You're empowered for a new beginning. You're going to travel. You have psychic abilities. You're going to lighten your load. You're going home, and you're going to have strength. What are your surprises? Whoa, that's a lot of cards. That you're going to learn the truth. You're going to have a transformation. We already saw that. You're going to get answers, and your well-being are here. Love life. Whoa. You're going to be at peace with that. And your role, you're going to be blessed. And the outcoming. Oh, like the baby's outcoming. You're going to be talented. You're going to find something. Oh no, you're going to grieve. You're going to have boundaries. Your life purpose is here. Your passion and your compassion. I hate when the outcome is grieving. You're going to reconcile with someone. Why is the outcome grieving here? May I see? Oh my God. Because of something that's being planned real fast. Fill in the blank and a tower. And it could have something to do with a car. Someone could get in a car accident. I hate when this happens. Oh my God, Spirit. Why do you give me these kinds of answers? Why? Anything you would say to us out of Moonology about grieving? A new start is coming. Don't let your past hold you back. Clarify the new start. Don't let pride get in your way. Nothing is set in stone. Emotions are running high, and work through your fears. What are your fears? Remember you had fears over there, and you were going to somebody to talk to them about them? Because you thought this person might have problems with their car. Remember, we already talked about this. What are you afraid of? That you're good enough and hold your vision. It's time to take action. I wish I could tell you something better, but right now that's what's coming out. I don't like it any more than you do, Collective. All I can say is be careful driving, especially if you're drinking. Because somebody can have an accident. Yes, no recovery, and no. Okay. Alright, I'm going to flat ask, Spirit, are our loved ones safe in this collective? Reconsider. Listen to your intuition. What do you mean? Meditation brings answers. There's something better. Listen to your intuition. Why are we grieving? Ask your angels. No compromise. Again, why are we grieving? Success and perfect timing. Opportunity. Someone may be leaving you to go to work, and they're not coming back, and that could be why you're actually grieving. It might not be anything bad as far as somebody dying. It could just be that they're going to leave you because they're fed up with you. You're going to reconcile, it looks like, with this person. I fucking hate when grieving. I have had so many deaths in this collective when grieving came out. I don't see that here, and I don't really feel that here. I feel that someone's going to get left, and someone is going to move to a new home because they're fed up. They're going to have a new beginning. And that's going to be why you grieve, because you may not get to see them as much. You may not ever get to see them again. Oh, Kailash, I'm getting ready to take me a break and give you some time to get things together. I'm going to pull a couple more things. I know this is excessively long. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. How do we not F ourselves at home? Live your dream, and once again, clear your energy. Egg wash. Take an egg and roll it around your body, and then discard of it. It will absorb negative energy. Sage, Palo Santo, cleansing bath, whatever you do to cleanse your energy, and live your dream. Work life. Declutter. And you see, I did that. Surprises. Shadow work. Love life. Speak up. And our role, don't do a social media detox. And then the outcome. Escape materialism. Stop being so materialistic and create a routine so you can get things done. And I know I need to do that for work. If not, I'm going to fail miserably. Because I have so much work to do and never enough time to get it done. Okie dokie, folks. Alright, one more thing. No, two more. Spirit wanted me to give you these for some reason. Don't know why. message from the hummingbird spirit. Thank you so very much. As the breeze grows cooler, it's time for a change. Migrating into new territory. Yeah, you're moving, you're leaving. And it's going to happen as we come into the not winter, but the fall. Some of it may be winter. You know which way to fly. It's like Spirit is saying, go. You know which way you need to be going. Get on down the road. Get on down the road. Alright, I'm going to pull some guidance from here, and then we're going to start with the questions, if there's anybody left. Thank you guys so much for the likes. You guys are amazing. I hope you're sharing and subscribing. Thank you so much. The Well Watcher and the Resting Tree. I'm going to just one time shuffle these up. What's going on today, Spirit? What is it we need to know the most here? Speak to us. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny in reverse and the River Queen. Alright. Number 9 and number 36. The Ringmaster, upside down. When the Ringmaster of Scrutiny appears as your challenger, he wants you to observe your situation with discernment and clarity. We keep getting clarity. Remember, I told you, this is going to be a month of clarity, especially with Saturn in retrograde. All this confusion is going to clear out, and we're going to see things for what they are, and the denial is going to fall away like scales from our eyes. Observe your situation with the discernment and clarity. It's time to see the flaws in your foundation you and others have built under you. It also seems that you may be getting caught up in the details of your dreams when really it's time to leave them to the divine. Perhaps you're worrying about the past and the future too much, forgetting that the dream is created in the now. Often, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny also brings a warning to read the fine print and watch for hidden agendas when you're involved with others. Anybody understand what I'm saying? Don't worry, whatever your current challenge, things can be resolved as soon as you cultivate detachment and trust that the details will be taken care of once you turn them over to the divine. The universe has an uncanny way of self-correcting when you get out of your own way. Then the River Queen, I almost forgot about her. The River Queen. She's a mermaid. The River Queen flows into your life as an ally to remind you about the concept of allowing the law of non-attachment. Remember that all rivers come from the mountains and run to the sea to be absorbed by the larger body of water. There are liquid the liquid evaporates into clouds that rain on the mountains and continue in endless cycles of fluidity. The River Queen requires you to be fluid and let go of rigidity and perfectionism. You will travel far as long as you let go and let flow. Even maneuvering around the greatest blockages like water steams around big boulders. No obstacle can hold you back now if you're willing to surrender to the natural flow of events. Be easy on yourself and others and watch how smoothly you move forward. You may be surprised you may be surprised where the river takes you. This river is about to take you somewhere that I don't think you ever thought you would end up. Maybe thought you weren't allowed to end up. I mean, I don't even know. There's somebody here that's about to take off, though. And it's because you want to go somewhere, but you don't know how to leave the person you're with. You can't tell them how you feel. They're not thankful for all the shit you do, and you do a lot. You don't know if you love them, but you don't want to let it all hang out. You're going to forgive when it comes to a baby. Maybe somebody got somebody pregnant and they weren't responsible for the child, and you're going to forgive them for that. And you're going to have wisdom because you went through all of this. Take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. Behind! Okay. I definitely need a break. This has been one heck of a reading, has it not? These readings, I don't know if anybody else is feeling me on this, but these readings are getting so intense. So intense. Alright, I want to look at one more thing before we close. Spirit, talk to me about the grieving when it comes to this collective. Is there anything you can say to me about the grieving? Embrace the flow of life, just like the Gemini's here, and attune to the divine. You're not practicing gratitude, you don't know your worth, and you need to detoxify. Outcome. Somebody needs to be careful of drinking and driving. That's all I'm going to say. Take a breather. Take a breather. Spirit says take a breather and push through your insecurities. You're not pushing through your insecurities. I'm not really getting an answer about the grieving. It could have already happened. I don't know. I don't want to be negative Nancy, but Jesus Christ, I've seen that card come out and we had so many losses. And God knows I don't want to go through that again. I know it's part of life. But I don't want to be the one that says it's going to happen. I hate that part of this. I wish I didn't have to be that part. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just not right. Alright, let's look at our money and then we're going to close. What would this person say to you about your grieving? I just have to do something else right now. Please try to understand. And you inspire me with, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Somebody's leaving you. That's why you're grieving. Okay. I'm sorry that's happening, but that's better than the alternative. At least you might get to see them again one day. Right? Alright, talk to me, Spirit, about money when it comes to home. Spirit says we can't talk about money when it comes to home. Silence. Alright, what about work? Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Thank you, Jesus. At work, you're about to have a windfall, collective. A windfall. Surprises. Surprisingly, you're not going to write something. Whatever it is you write, you're not going to write it. Alright, what about your love life? Which is time. In your love life, something temporary that you're not looking for. Outcome of that. You're going to have a fight because you can't unlock the door. Remember? The doors were all locked. You're going to fight. Somebody's going to lock you out. Alright, your role? You're an artist. Outcome. You're going to have your happiness and a new beginning. Why aren't you having your new beginning? Because of a student. It might not be time. You might be learning a lesson. Outcome of your spell work on the bottom of the deck. Something from your past is going to happen. What about your past? You're going to use your voice. And what's going to be the outcome of that? surprise, and be persistent. So in the past, you used your voice and you weren't surprised, but you were persistent. Why weren't you surprised? Because of your animals. So your animals like let you know when things were right or wrong. Are you going to be successful now? Your home is here. Why is your home in reverse? Because you're moving. The media and your spirituality. It's like you can't be spiritual where you live. You can't have your animals and be spiritual and do your media. So, it looks like you're going to move. Outcome of moving. You're going to have stability, a promoter, and why is illegal here? Because somebody needs to grow up. Will they? That's where they had a loss in the past. Outcome of growing up from the loss in the past. You can't see this because you don't see you have a gift. You're at a crossroads. Will you see you have a gift? You're a rebel. When you stop being a rebel and you become a peacemaker, you'll start using your gift. So somehow your spell work is bringing somebody from your past around. It's like you're doing spell work on someone so that they will realize how talented they are and start doing what they're supposed to be doing. You're going to have a windfall at work and you're going to have to be silent at home. That's beautiful. I mean, that's like the best part of the reading. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, Kailash, I'm going to take a break because God knows I need one after this reading. This reading was a hot trip. Woo! These readings are getting very intense. If you agree with me, let me know in some way. Like, hit the thumbs up or something. Like, these readings are getting so intense. I don't think I've had readings this intense in a minute. Does anybody agree with that? Or do y'all think that the readings just need to be shorter and they're just bullshit? You can tell me. It won't hurt my feelings. Griffin. What happened, Griffin? Am I from India? No. Kailash is from India. What's wrong, Griffin? Your last name is Chaos. Okay, Griffin, listen to me. If you don't want to be here, you're more than happy to go. I would love to see you stay. But whatever happened yesterday, we need to let that go, and we need to be polite and have joy and bring positivity to this channel, because we don't put up with drama here. If he owes you an apology, I hope that he will apologize, because sometimes that's what we have to do. Okay? And I'm going to leave that up to him. Okay, you guys talk it out. I'll be back. Kailash needs time to get my list together, okay? What did he say? Griffin, what did he say? Tell me what he said in English. Can you do that, sweetheart? Are you writing it out? He called you a pussy? Kailash, is there any chance that that happened by accident or on purpose? It's okay, baby. I understood what you were saying. Right. He said it in your language. I get it. And this hurt you deeply. Yes. Okay. Okay. Kailash, I'm trusting that if you owe this gentleman an apology, that you will apologize. I apologize that you got your feelings hurt here. You're not banned now, baby, and he's letting you vent and he's letting you talk about how you feel. Okay? He has sent me messages through WhatsApp, and we were just talking, and all of a sudden, he might say a word that's inappropriate, and it just comes out of nowhere. And I don't take it personally because everything else that he's saying is positive. And so sometimes, you know, when you're trying to speak in English, it'll come out differently. There's a storm coming, a bad storm. The video just went out and reconnected. Baby, I don't know his WhatsApp number. Okay, this is what we're going to do, Griffin. I love you. I'm happy you're here. Kailash did not mean to offend you. And I'm sure that if he did, he would apologize. So I want you to put this behind you, okay? Okay. You're going to spam every time? You are? Okay. Okay. If you continue to spam every time, Griffin, it's getting to the point now where you need to apologize to me because you have come on my channel and disrupted my entire video. And I have been nothing but kind to you. Now, whatever ego you and Kailash have smashing, you need to squash it. Because this is not your channel and it's not his, it's Spirit's. And Spirit is not happy with this behavior. So either leave or behave. Or I'll remove you. Now, I'm trying to be kind to you, but I'm not going to kiss your ass to do it. Stop whining and grow a fucking set. He don't need a pussy, he needs a set of balls. I'm just a country girl from North Carolina, and I'm not going to sit here and kiss somebody's ass to get them to watch my channel. Go watch somebody else that'll kiss your ass. You know how many times in my life I've been owed apologies that I never got? And if I sat around and spammed people all day long because they refused to apologize, I would never be free to be happy. Let shit go and stop holding on to it like it's your dear life. Alright. Top of the deck. I'm being told to pull one more card before we take Q&A. Two more. What do we need to surrender to get through the next week in our home lives? We need to surrender to silence and also play. Alright, what about work? We need to surrender to effortlessness. Don't try so hard, just let it come effortlessly. Surprises. Stop trying to control people. Love life. Surrender your low self-esteem and surrender where you have no passion. Or maybe to having none. Your role? Whoa, that flew out. Surrender to joy and the outcome. Surrender your need to always be right and your negative thinking. And stop being obsessive with your thoughts. Guidance, please, Holy Spirit. $28, $16, and $41. The Earth Mother agrees to support your wants and needs to help you live your best life and fulfill your dreams. Her generosity and her power to assist you is beyond what you can imagine. She is already leading you towards your sacred life purpose, providing exactly what is needed for your soul to blossom, just as she creates what is needed for the flowers of the earth to bloom. This is confirmation that you are on your sacred path. It may take some twists and turns, but you are headed in the right direction, and you are being supported in all ways to gain all the experiences and blessings that are meant for you. You're a wild woman or man. You have the spiritual gift of medicine wisdom, healing, the way of healing of the sacred feminine, masculine. Your soul wisdom and healing ability comes from Mother Nature. Her seasons and weather, her landscapes and particular life that they support, including her animals, plants, and crystals, all have their own unique purpose and healing power. Learning to recognize the signs, to feel for their meaning, to listen for guidance, and activate the medicine wisdom in yourself and your life is your training as a true medicine man or woman of the soul. Listening, intuiting, feeling, experiencing, trusting. These are the ways you begin to tap into and harness the grace, beauty, and power of the sacred feminine masculine for healing purposes. When you live your life from a place of playful connection, reverence, and gratitude for the divine feminine masculine, she will love and empower you to accomplish things that you could never do on your own. She is infinitely practical and a divine being, able to help you with every aspect of your life on earth, and through you to help others too. She is asking you to trust her, to let go of logic, of believing that you have to accomplish it all on your own. Remember juggling? Let yourself be in creative partnership with the divine feminine and Mother Nature. And as your earthly cares are provided for with ease and grace, you can dedicate your energy and focus on discovering and expressing your talents, which is how you fulfill your life purpose. Sacred ritual. Place one hand on your heart and say aloud, I accept my calling as a true medicine man or woman of the soul, supported on all levels by the powerful grace of the divine feminine. I trust that Mother Nature is speaking to me daily, showing me the way to fulfill happiness and peace for myself and all beings. Number 16, freaking beautiful. You are here to march to the beat of your own drum. You can be happy and free whether the world looks at you with awe, admiration, confusion, or love, or all of these at once. Others can love you even if they can't always understand you. Being different doesn't have to mean being alone. It's only when you try to change yourself to fit into a stereotype that you will lose your way, becoming unhappy, discovering obstacles, and feeling increasingly rejected and defeated. Remember, I felt like I had a hard time finding someone to be my partner, to be my significant other, because I felt like I'm so different and people don't understand me, and people are afraid of what they don't understand. The universe doesn't want you to be someone else. It wants you to be you. When you quit trying to fit in and enjoy being yourself, you win. Normal is not for you. Don't be afraid of that. Deep down, you are a good kind of crazy, an individual. You would never be happy trying to be the same as everyone else. You have an inner sense of justice and a need to question authority when it doesn't earn respect. This may make some people uncomfortable, while it inspires others to think for themselves and not automatically assume that everything they are told is correct. We need more of this in our world. You are a free thinker with a different point of view of most people. This isn't a sign that something is wrong with you, but a sign of something special. A gift to see and express things differently. The world needs much more of that too. Your weird streak is a proverbial breath of fresh air, preventing unimaginative collapse into the boredom of sameness. It also makes you a divine poster child for others who want to break free from conformity and unapologetically be truly themselves. It makes you, it means that you get to dream up your own destiny, and you don't have to worry that what anyone else has to say about it. The universe will support you every step of the way because it so enjoys your being you. Sacred ritual. Use the art of expression to free yourself. Your beautiful strangeness that could involve expression through fashion, writing, a poem, a song, busting out some unconventional dance moves at the beach, or hugging trees. Remember I said something about hugging trees at a local park? Go with whatever feels joyfully freeing for your freaking beautiful soul. Amalthea number 41. Your soul is learning about love, whether you fully realize it or not. You are breaking free from a pattern of relationship that has not been respectful enough for you and your heart. This includes the relationship you have had with yourself, with others, be they friends, romantic connections, colleagues, or strangers, and even the universe. As you allow yourself to feel worthy and release feelings of hate, shame, guilt, or judgment towards yourself, a new spirit of gentleness, love, and devotion will fill your heart and transform the quality of your connections with others and the universe. A beautiful new world of love is opening up for you. Amalthea, the ancient goddess of nurturing, asks that you have faith in your ability to love and in the power of your heart. Perhaps you doubt your heart sometimes, wondering if it's pure enough, if you love enough. Maybe you convince yourself that you have to do more to be more than the beautiful being you already are. You must stop torturing yourself with these mean mind games. They are not good for you and they are not true. When negativity threatens to put you down, let your soul speak up from a place of power and quiet inner assurance as you say, I affirm myself and my love. Me and my heart are more than enough. Your heart is one of the special ones. It has the capacity to love in an unusual, expansive way. Your heart is one that can care for the whole world. Within your heart is a healing warmth that can touch people, even complete strangers, and change lives for the better. You don't need to try and make this happen. It happens naturally when you're just being you. Amalthea, the goddess who soothes, reassures you of your heart's power and value now, and that you have love and now that you have love is more than enough. She reminds you to open your heart to yourself, to love yourself too. Sacred ritual. Feel, pretend, imagine that you can smile at your heart. Feel your heart smiling back at you. Feel your heart smiling at the world and the hearts of all living beings smiling back at you. Now I'm hearing number 9. I don't know why, but I'm going to grab that real quick. And then we're going to get Q&A. These are poems that I wrote. And my husband helped me save them. I put them in a book form. And I'm reading you number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grace. The alkalade's ready, the guillotine set. Whisper a prayer as not to regret. Darkness surrounds those witnessing round. Into the light the soul doth abound. Pearls that enormous with shimmer and shine mark well the entrance into the divine. Many a gemstone with brilliance displays. The sun need not shine, there is no count of days. Pieces of plenty and turns deep into bliss, just to see loved ones and give them a kiss. Follow the street that is brilliant with gold. Show me the Lamb in his splendor untold. Now through the eons my soul shall proclaim, this is the one, the Lamb that was slain. Unworthy by any attempt that I've made, he gave his life and now I am saved. Alright, Kailash, ready? Any questions? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and watch the video and I'm going to translate what was said between the two of you. Because this person is obviously disturbed by whatever happened yesterday. And you know, sometimes it doesn't have to keep happening, sweetheart. Why are you continuing with it? Did Kaylash say anything disrespectful to this person's spirit yesterday or today or any day? Communicate clearly. There's something better. Was Kaylash trying to help this person yesterday or today? Compromise? Don't wait. Is this person being extra? It's not the right time. Ask your angels. Is there any way that we can get this remedied, spirit? Quickly. Recovery came out. The answer is no. Does this person have too much pride? Helpful people, it's up to you. Does Kailash have too much pride? Ask for help from others. There will not be a peaceful resolution. Is there anything we can do to help this person? They obviously need help. Compromise. Communicate clearly. If we apologize, will they be satisfied? No. They're not going to have improving health. But yes, but not a year from now. And communicate clearly. So it's like, no, they're hurt. They're needing healing. And yes, but not a year from now. Communicate clearly. Would an apology help today? Abundance came out. Ask for help from others. So I'm just going to say to you that I'm sorry for whatever happened between you and Kailash. It's not fair to take it out on my channel. You and Kailash can take it up in private. And I think that's what needs to happen. What does this person need to do not to F themselves? There's something that you're not reading. So there's something you haven't read. You need to read something. Or stop reading. What else? You're in denial about something. Anything else? Rediscover yourself. You're not being charming. You're not awakening. And you're not releasing your expectations. So it looks like to me that you're not really ready to get past this. You're welcome here as long as you don't take over the whole channel. Because we have people here who actually need Spirit's help. It's none of my business. That's between you and him. There you go. There's your apology. He just did. He said, my bad. Apologies. Let's close the chapter here. You're being real disrespectful on my channel. Camilla Smith, whoever you are, stop reprimanding Kailash. He apologized to you. That's enough. You're welcome. And you're welcome back anytime. But please, with respect. Okay? I love you, Sajal. I love you, Kailash. I love you, everyone else who's here. I'm sorry that you had to witness that. But sometimes we have to work things out. And that was part of the reading. I got to go back and watch it because I don't remember what was said. But somehow that's part of the reading. Because this person is giving you a really challenging time. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will come back. You know what? I might come back a little later and answer some questions. We'll see. Okay? If not, I'll come back tomorrow. You guys take care. Thank you, Kailash, for all your help. Oh, yeah, we're over it. We've been over it. We were over it before my break. Like, I was expecting not to have to see it again. But it's okay. It's okay. Maybe he needed that. Maybe he needed that for more than just what's going on right now. That's how I feel. I feel like there's something else going on, and he's just taking it out on you. And I feel like that he's here because Spirit wants to give him the healing that he needs. And hopefully he'll come back, he'll subscribe, and when he comes back, he'll have questions. Okay? And he'll listen to the general reading. Alright, thank you for all the likes. You guys rock. I love you all so much. And I'm always here for you. Kailash is here for you. Kailash is one of the kindest, most gentle people I have ever met. Is he perfect? No. Am I? No. Are you? No. We are a family here, and family doesn't always get along, do they? And sometimes when family is wounded, that's when we need to love them the most, not be challenging to them and make life harder. So I apologize for what I said, but to come on my channel and just take up the whole last 30 minutes when other people might really need something, that really upset me. But I don't expect an apology. I just want to move on. Alright, you guys take care, and I'll see you soon. Okay, baby? Mwah. Bye. Give me a few and I might come back if it's not too late. For you guys in India. I gotta have something to eat.